welcome to game number 2 in the Krijner versus MCJim series. Just clicked in. Yes, MCJim, I am ready. Last time we saw Krijner versus MCJim French mirror. This time we see it again. And yeah, I don't want to spoil, but here's going to be the spoiler. MCJim won that game. Yes, I know, shocking. So what we're going to do is give him 1 point here. Going to quickly fix these settings just like that. Okay, and here we have in the west of the map MCJim in the color blue playing as French, and it's a 200 wood start, so we might see an early trading post or an early market. In the east of the map we have Krijner in another color, namely red, but with the same trades and the same civilization. And yes, this is quite a short map. I think we will see some aggressive strategies here. I have they talked for a little bit, and I think right now Krijner is going to go for an semi-fast fortress, while MCJim is going for a more aggressive strategy with musketeers in H2. But I don't know exactly if they're actually going to do that or if it was just a joke or something. So it's still going to be a surprise for me. Let's take a look. Yes, MCJim is going for that early trading post, making use of his early 200 wood, but he of course has to chop another 100 to actually build a house. Krijner on the other hand not going to do that. He is building an early market. So yes, Krijner is going to be a little bit faster to H2, I think, with that, but because MCJim might get his 3 villager shipment earlier, maybe they will just age up at the same time still. 80 XP here. Krijner actually going for that, trying to trick those wolves. MCJim just staying back, staying out of range, and might actually go to the treasure once there's only 1 wolf left. Yes, you saw it exactly. The wolf died and he went in and now shoots the wolf and gets the treasure. 80 XP is for him, but he did use his crack shot and Krijner did not. So Krijner might be able to take this 60 wood that is nearby. This is not really a significant treasure. This one could be later on. This is not really significant. Yeah, 80 food, definitely a good treasure. MCJim definitely wants to go for that. He's got full HP. He just needs to wait a little bit for his crack shot. So I think he will do that and then go for this 80 food, which would definitely help him age up a lot faster. And here we have 60 wood, which of course really helps you early on. And Krijner sending 3 villagers, and after that we will see MCJim with his 3 villagers, and Krijner is actually earlier with his 3 villagers, so that trade post did not pay off for MCJim in the first age, but it might of course do that in the second age. And yeah, MCJim, like I said, going for this 80 food now that his crack shot is up again. Krijner won't really find anything here. He might take down these 3 wolves and get this warrior, but the medicine man is not really a very good treasure, because most times you don't really have any time to heal your units. You're just constantly trying to use your units to your advantage, and that's actually the best way to use your units. But maybe it can use some falconets in H3 or something. That would be a good use for medicine man, and this coin treasure is just too well guarded to actually take now already. MCJim did take that 80 food. I did not look at it, but that was not really going to be too interesting anyways. And yes, now both of them are aging. Let's take a look. Krijner only on hunting dogs, now doing placer mines also, so he chopped some wood for it and going for placer mines, while MCJim actually going for a second trading post. Quite interesting if he actually wants to do an aggressive build, because that might be more something for a semi-fast fortress, but on the other hand he might be able to just contain Krijner in his base, take the whole trade post, maybe even do stagecoach and try to have a better eco and a better military composition in H2. instead of going to A3 and being a little bit greedy with your tech, kind of trying to trick this treasure again to glitch the wolves, and that's not really working out for him. But now he's just going to wait and get this 60 wood. And yeah, 60 wood going to help him, of course, although I don't know what he will get with that. He's got over 125 wood for his steel trap, so that 60 wood might not actually make a huge difference early on, because he's got all the wood he needs. MCJim trying to actually steal it, but it's way too late. Is sending a villager forward, so he is doing an aggressive strategy. We have 2 villagers forward here, so probably going to be barracks stable or barracks here in the center of the map. And I would like to see his scout go a little bit closer, especially I would like his scout positioned right here, I think, near these hunts, so he can actually scout the hunts and try to take the herding villager down. And but yeah, not going for that. His scout is actually chasing the hero now, but now pulled them back. And looks like Krijner going for a more semi-fast fortress. I think what I said earlier was correct. MCJim going to be more aggressive. Krijner has got the stable very much in the back of his base. I do really like that. What I don't like is these houses so far forward. I think they can be easily taken down by musketeers. So if you're watching this and you want to know where to build your buildings, okay, let me give it to you. Just build them in this range. Just build your houses here, and your stable, your market can be very much in front. It's got very high HP, and probably your stable in the back. And yeah, you can of course have houses like this, but if you know the enemy is going to be aggressive, it can be quite dangerous to place your houses like here and like here and like here, because this here there can be standing a musketeer sieging this, and the town center might not even be able to hit it. So that's really not going to be an advantage for you. These 2 villagers might be in danger, because only 3 hussars coming out for MCJim. Last time we saw Krijner do Muskas, but he had 5 hussars out and 3 musketeers, but now he's got 5 musketeers more. But he might not win this battle cost effectively just yet. He did lose 1 hussar, so I think MCJim is fine here, but MCJim also lost, well, he effectively lost 2 hussars here. They have very low HP, so they're not really worth that much. So this is just a small fight, not too significant. MCJim now adding a second barrack, so that's really quite a standard strategy. First a barrack stable, try to get down 5 of each. Most time you won't get out 5 hussars and 5 musketeers, but with good macro you can. And now adding a second barracks, try to pump out as many musketeers as he can, because these musketeers are really going to counter everything Krijner has, and everything Krijner has is hussars from a stable and is buildings. But now Krijner actually adding 2 barracks in a very weird location again. I don't know why you would put it there on the side. Just place them right in front of here, or a little bit in the back if you want, but I think just right in your base would be fine. Yeah, MCJim now pushing in, actually killing a villager. He cancelled this building. I really don't know why, because MCJim's not nearby yet. And as you can see, he can now just siege his house and not be afraid of anybody that is coming out of the town center. I mean, town center can shoot at him, but no, he actually can't. The town center, well, now there's nobody in the town center, but he can just take down this house with no problem whatsoever. And yeah, this is really not going to be good for him. So he does have barracks now, so let's just take a look. And he is aging, of course. I forgot to mention that. I did saw it in a resource count, but I thought it was not too significant. But of course it's quite a big thing to be aging. So yeah, definitely a good by Krijner. Taking down villagers in MCJim's base, so making use of his units. I always like people who make good use of his units instead of just idling him, but now these 2 hussars are going to get caught by MCJim, so they are dead now. He is going to be 8 soon, but yeah, he doesn't have a lot of population because of all these killed houses, but he did survive. He is an H3, and yeah, he might be in a good position now. On the other hand, 8 crossbowmen are going to help against any dragoons or skirmishers that are coming out from Krijner. So I don't know what Krijner is actually going to do here, because he's got such a low military pop. He's got 0, so that's very low, of course. On the other hand, I don't think MCJim can take out this town center, so yeah, I don't know if it's really going to be very good to actually try to take this already. He's still got Minutemen, and once Minutemen come out with a shipment and with his first batch of units, here we see the first batch of units, 5 skirmishers, and I think Minutemen will come out with a shipment almost immediately now. Yeah, there we have it, 6 Minutemen. The skirmishers have been spotted, but the Minutemen are going to be near them. 2 more hussars coming out from the stable, but no shipment yet, and that's actually quite huge. I expected him to have a shipment, but he really didn't have one, and that is going to be very good for MCJim, because now he's just going to clean up these units, and yeah, there it is, there is his shipment. He did clean up all the hussars, so if Krijner has got good micro, he can just snipe these units from a distance and not get hurt at all. Crossbowmen do have 16 range, as you can see here. They have 16 range, but the skirmishers have 20 range, so he can just hit them and run back, and hit them and run back, and as soon as they come close, just run back again. So that is going to be good for Krijner. MCJim has got no intentions of aging, so he's really going to try to spam out, let's take a look at what is in queue, spam out crossbowmen and hussar actually. Whereas Krijner, he should not go so far forward. Look at this, this is too far, because of course there are going to be hussars coming, and he's got no defense. He cannot defend his skirmishers at all at this moment, even 3 hussars being shipped by MCJim, and finally 5 dragoons out, and now he can be a little bit more aggressive, but still he should make sure he does not come close to this army, because it's still very deadly. So he should really use his range and make sure not to come too close, and he should be fast now, of course, because there's a large army trying to siege down his town center, and once it goes down, it is GG. So the dragoons on the hussars very nicely being microed, and the skirmishers going back. But of course it's going to be quite hard to actually kill this. There's still 6 hussars left, and yeah, only a few skirmishers to take down this entire army, and I think this town center will just go down, except if like 3 cuirassiers pop out right now, but I don't think that's going to be happening. He has got quite a skirmisher army already, 13 skirmishers, but not enough to actually take down this town center. And yeah, I think Krijner should have used his villagers a little bit more, just pop them out of the town center, use them in melee mode, or in range mode, depends on the units of course, against the units of MCJim, because now that his town center is died, I don't think there's much he can do. He cannot send a shipment, he's got no towers, he's got no shipment place, and has to chop a lot of wood. He's at 600 wood, I'm not quite sure why so much. The only thing he's got going for him is the tech advantage, but if these 2 hussars will kill a lot of villagers, and this town center will take a long time to build, he won't even be able to send a shipment, and yeah, he doesn't have a lot of resources to actually build any units. So what kind of tech advantage does he actually have if he can build or ship any units? And now this villager group is being spotted. The entire army of MCJim is coming after it, and yeah, Krijner has got a few units to defend it, but they're staying in base. Well, he knows MCJim is coming. I mean, he just fended off 2 hussars with his villagers, so you know of course he's going to come after them, and when he loses this, I think it's going to be GG. There we have it, the GG from Krijner. Well played. made, and yeah, Krijner, he says bijna, which means almost. Yeah, he did almost make it through the H-up, but he did not have shipment ready, and yeah, I don't think his micro was optimal. He did also not repair his town center, and I think he should have used his villagers more in the fight. So yeah, I think those were the biggest mistakes. Also, the building placement was not optimal, I would say. He could have built it a little bit more in a sim city with better artificial walls made from the buildings, and that would have made the skirmishers more useful and easier defendable. So yeah, you can see in military population, MCJim really lost that. Had a ton of units, but lost here a lot to the pops from Krijner, but still was so far ahead that Krijner could really not do very much. So yeah, I think that is going to be the most interesting graph here, and I'm going to quit this game, and after that I'm going to say goodbye. It was 2-0 from MCJim, nicely done by him, and I will see you all later.